Tess Taylor, and you may have heard her on NPR's All Things Considered as a poetry reviewer. Her work has been open to history, has used history, reached for history since her first book, The Forage House. And we have two of her new books, Last West, subtitled Road Songs for Dorothea Lange, and Rift Zone. Rift Zone being a big, sprawling, powerful book, both the history of where we are in Northern California, San Francisco, Berkeley, El Cerrito, where she was born and lived, autobiography, mother's poems to little children, love poems. It's really powerful and a big, reaching book. So let's give her a warm welcome, Tess Taylor.
You guys, I still get teared up when we're in person together. Like, it's just so, I don't think I'll take it for granted again, ever. It's so wonderful to be here with you. I'm going to read a poem about a place where they had gotten permission to destroy one habitat for endangered species if they rebuilt it in a different place. You know, one of those, like, we can develop this coastline if we put these same plants somewhere else. So that's the notion of habitat exchange that's in the title of this poem. Song with habitat exchange. Hey, Joyce and Richard, thank you so much for being you and doing this year after year. And thank you for being here in the fog, which is water, which is making groundwater, which is even now sucking water into the watershed. So hooray for this fog that even if we're cold, it's actually doing something very important for us. Song with habitat exchange. Calmada, Calmosa, California, Mar Vista, Ocean View. In duplicate languages, street names proffer synonymous peace. The billboard hawks affordable luxury, but the building is derelict, no ocean view, no sidewalks, parks gated, even these nature paths blazed first by oil rigs, even this trail a scar from fuel excavation. I am pregnant again, the dust makes me cough. Cool mornings, I still hike the arroyo. The plants here are replacements of plants removed elsewhere. Habitat exchange, stand-in ecosystem for gnatcatcher, sumac, eucalyptus, scarred elderberry, shimmering mule fat. Arid crackle in the mud rat's nest. I pause in a tunnel, the baby kicks. Black sage blooms in a dry inflorescence. The toyon is a distant cousin of the rose. Buckwheat bush, sunflower, endangered roadrunner. I hear the cheat of a towhee. Whatever can wait, waits for uncertain water. The Maud suburb beyond us crumbles already. I watch an unmoving freeway. Stalled tankers grit particulate air. Now, from the ridgeline, I glimpse the sea. Diastole. This is the stream. This is the stream in the park canyon. This is the stream that runs in gully and graveyard. This is the stream guttered under our street. This is the stream passing repurposed wetland. By refinery and strip mall, throaty plums bloom. This is the stream going under I-80, a trickle between storage warehouses. This is the oil slick surface at tide line. Here are the laurels persisting and drinking. These are the mattresses at the squatters' camp. This is the infill, the former bomb factory. This is the stream, artery of hillside. The stream meets the bay, delivering its plastics. This is the water headed for deep sea. This is the same water reaching the octopi. This fog returns as one stream incarnation. This is the air, damp with bay and stream. We breathe in the molecules that outlive us.
But we're molecules too.
I had this funny experience. The last time I was here, it was so hot and so bright. And I remember I was trying to see Bob and I couldn't see him because it was like this blaze of the sun in your eyes. And afterwards, we went and camped at Full Belly Farm for their Harvest Festival, one of the last years they had it. And the wind was blowing up, hot, hot, hot. And it had that creepy feeling. I couldn't figure out why I was creeped out. And then the next morning it was fire. And it was one of those first years that we had the fire come like that. And of course, now when we get that heat and the wind blows, we all get that itchy feeling. I'm just going to read a poem, some poems for smoke. Green tomatoes in fire season. Anyone here love fried green tomatoes as much as I do? Oh, good. Green tomatoes in fire season. There is smoke in the air when I go pick them. I go despite panic, also because inside I'll make chutney. For an hour or so I unlatch them. It is late fall. They will not ripen. Firm, pale green skins fine-coated in ash. Our fire season goes all autumn now, though today's fire is not yet near to us. But the green tomatoes, I love their pale lobes. Tonight, God willing, we will fry some with cornmeal and fish. Inside the air purifier whirs, I will boil them with molasses and raisin, jar them for friends and for the winter. Disaster, we say, meaning bad star. These are good green stars. This is also their season. Now in the smoke, I bend to the vine. I bend and salvage what I can.
Oh, yes. Oh, hooray.
I'm going to read two more poems. Smoke season finale. The day the winds come, the day that smoke blows off after 2 weeks of smoke, each breath is a prayer. Each breath says, thank you. Of course the sky is a god. How greatly we love her. We salute her blue mantle with oyster shell and wild horse clouds galloping above the yellow ginkgo of November. Tell me, have clouds ever looked so beautiful? As lovely as the face of our neighbor, unmasked, unloading groceries, and calling out to her brindled dog.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
A project that I did, which I did in the like 3 or 4 years just before the pandemic, is I went to the Oakland Museum and found Dorothea Lange's journals of her road trips through California in the 30s and 40s. And I went all the places she went in California and wrote her letters back from the present. So this is this book that has kind of rare Dorothea Lange photos, little bits of Dorothea Lange's notebooks, and then my letters to her. And in this water festival, I just wanted to end with one river that's the New River, which is a river that is diverted from Colorado and sent over to water Imperial County in the far south of California. And when you go to the border and you see the huge military installations that mark the border, you realize that one of the things that's militarized is the water itself, that is one of the things which is being claimed in this enormous machinery. So I'm just going to read about walking along that border, the river when it's called the New River, and it's diverted into something called the All-American Canal. So anyway, the New River meets the All-American Canal. Thank you, poets and fog and Watershed festivals. It's just so fun to be here. If in apricot dust you weave past white sage and climb over pickleweed, you'll pick out a path, some channel for motion, low and half hidden and soft between bushes. If you push in and head north in the morning, you might find one shoe, a helmet, a toothpaste tube, and riverbank footprints, dog, wildcat, deer, human. Some desert morning, light prickling bird song awake, you might startle a duck from the green river banks. Dark among willows, the sign says, poison, no entrada, and in sagebrush your cell phone can't say whether you're in the US or Mexico. And in blue shade, under the overpass, many cliff swallows dart from clay homes. In chaparral beside the slow river, you might walk for a while as the road grows distant, might feel in the silence how you're just walking, might feel for a moment how it's just earth again. Thank you so much.
Yay!